Hey everyone, Anthony here. I'm the creator behind Legions of Will, and I wanted to go over the Infernal or Demon theme deck. So you can pre-order this theme deck right now directly on the website. And so we are going to start with the bases here. We have Demon Lair. Demons you play cost one less to play. So Demon Imp, for example, over here would be free. Demon Imp for free. There's 4 copies of it, so that tends to be a thing. Karaka, one of the better bases because it only costs 4 to flip, and it gives you a uniform 3 defense, 3 capacity, and 3 resource. We have another vanilla base over here, Serbal's Throne, 5 defense, so that's pretty high defense. Only 1 capacity though, and 4 resource, which is your average or higher end of the resource production. That does cost 6 to flip. For our upgrades, we have an uncommon here, Demon Gate. It's like a budget Field of Flowers. Field of Flowers costing 4, being a rare, and having almost the same stats here. Demon Gate gives us a little bit less on our modifiers with 3 defense, 1 capacity, so it pays for itself, and 1 resource. Demonic Orb costs 4, gives us 1 of each of our stats here. And when this upgrade is destroyed, you get to destroy non-base permanent and opponent controls. Serbal's Monument, one of the more versatile upgrades in general. It costs 4. It pays for itself and nets you 2 capacity. And whenever a unit attacks this base, it gains -1 power until end of turn. So things like Demon Imp straight up won't be able to attack your base because it would just destroy itself on attack. So moving on to the traps, we have 2 of these traps here and then 1 of our rare trap. So starting with Demonic Sigil, we get to pay 2 to play a trap face down and attach it to a base. As long as that base is being attacked, targeted, or destroyed, we can activate it for its activation cost and then gain its effect. Here we will pay 2 for the effect and sacrifice any number of units you control. You get to destroy that many attacking units. We can sacrifice our Demon Imps, and we can destroy something like D-Ra or Angel of Revelation, something that's a bigger threat, and there's a big payout for it. So we do have 2 copies of that, 2 copies of Frenzy Domain. A very much an underrated trap, one of the few rare traps in the entire 255 card set. You get to pay 2, roll a d12, and units you control gain that much power until end of turn. We have 1 copy of Serbal's Summoning, one of the only tutors in the game. Tutor allows you to search your deck for any sort of card. So in this case, we'll pay 3. We'll sacrifice a unit we control, and then search your deck for a unit, put it in a base you control, then shuffle your deck. So moving on to the actions over here, we have Seething Animus, which has Redeem. So if you want, if you don't have any targets or you just want this card out of your hand, you can pay the resource cost, discard it, and in turn draw a card. So target unit you control deals damage equal to its power to target unit. So we have 2 targets here. We can choose a unit we control, and then we can choose any other unit. It could be a unit you control, but it could not. It could also be a unit your opponent controls. So we have 3 copies of Seething Animus, one of my personal favorites to play. Serbal's Decree, not as powerful as Adnam's Decree, which is the Angel counterpart. Does not have Redeem, but we can pay 2, and we can choose 1. Target opponent loses 1 resource for each unit they control, so we can sort of slow things down. And we could also choose the option of returning a demon from our graveyard to our hand. 3 copies of Serbal's Decree. We have 3 copies of Life or Death. You can pay 2, flip a coin. If you win the flip, destroy target unit. Serbal's Decree has Redeem. So choose a unit an opponent controls, destroy each other unit stationed in that unit space. The most powerful action in the game is Deluge. This card's actually limited to 1. It's not legendary because it's not really that crazy, but in competitive environments, it's very easy to take advantage of. So it is one of the only cards that has a limit. Early on in the game, it's very, very, very powerful. But as the game progresses, you don't really bat an eye to it. If someone plays it and you're already netting 10 resource a turn, you already have a few units out there, it doesn't really affect you at all. But so that's it for the actions. Moving on to the units, we have Demon Imp. So it has 3 will, it attacks almost every time, and it has only 1 power though. It is more of an aggro unit, and it costs 1. So with Demon Lair, you can play Demon Imp for free. Magicai costs 5, 6 will, 3 power. When it enters the battlefield, you choose a unit an opponent controls with power 5 or less. At the beginning of each of that player's turns, you destroy that unit unless they pay 2. Serpent Demon, one of our vanilla demons, costs 4, has 4 will and 3 power. Demonic Temptress, 4 power, 4 will, costs 4, can't be blocked by units with power 4 or less. So we have 3 copies of Malum, costs 4, 4 will, and 3 power. Whenever a demon you control deals damage or is destroyed, you gain 1 resource. Asdamai, whenever Asdamai attacks, target unit you control can't be blocked. We have 1 copy of Miriam, costs 7, 8 will, 8 power. When Miriam is destroyed, destroy a non-base permanent an opponent controls, and you get to remove all cards from that player's graveyard from the game. Lastly, we have Zervidium, another Solomon demon here. It's a 7 resource, 8 will, and 8 power. When Zervidium is destroyed, each player shuffles all units they control into their deck. Each player's resource becomes 0. That's it. That is the demon deck, or the Infernal theme deck. Again, you can pre-order this now directly on the website, legionsofwill.com. There's a link in the description. You can play this deck and all the other theme decks we went over, and you can view every single card in the full 255 card Chaos Ascension set, the first set, which you could also pre-order the booster boxes directly on the website as well. But you can play all these cards on Tabletop Simulator. There's people in the Discord ready, willing, and able to play, teach, and have fun. So hop in the Discord. If you have any questions, we'll answer them there. And until next time, peace.